Jamie, not a particularly good day at the office.
No, not at all. To be beaten away from home is not good, but then to be beaten and concede 3 goals the way that we have is certainly not good. And I think they deserved the win. I thought the first half we did everything that we set out to do, and we caused them loads of problems. I think it just goes to show it certainly was one of those games of 2 halves where I thought we were the much better side in the first half. We caused them loads of problems. We had the one where the keeper's dropped it, where we should be probably tapping it in. We've had a penalty that I think looks like a penalty. We've had a couple of one-on-ones that we should be scoring, particularly one where Bashi's gone in. A corner, set play that's worked. We've got a man free. Billy's had a shot from the edge of the box. Carl's had another one where the keeper saved it. And I think it was 9 or 10 shots on target in the first half. But we needed to score, and we didn't, and they did. They scored again from across from our right, from their left-hand side, where we've not picked the runner, and they've scored a decent goal. They've got something to hold on to at half-time. We've come out at half-time and had a good chat with them in there, and everyone's saying the same thing, and that is that we can certainly go on and win the game. And unfortunately, they got a bit of a foothold in the game, and were able to get the second and then get the third in a 10 or 15 minute spell that just really wasn't like us. And then after that, it's do you shut up shop or do you still keep going? We decided to keep going, and then we had a good 10-minute spell where we looked like we might just get something and nick something. But to be honest with you, there's too many poor performances in the second half. As a result of that, we didn't cause them too many problems, and they were able to hold on for a comfortable 3-0 in the second half.
What did you make of Jack Sampson's contributions there? Obviously he's threw him straight into the starting 11.
Yeah, a bit of a tough decision, to be honest with you, because I think Brad's been fantastic from Blackpool for us. He's got into a little bit of rhythm. He scored in the last game, so I think he's been excellent and what a good player. But he needs to learn that side of the game as well. Unfortunate today. How can he get himself back in the team? But he's made the decision to throw Jack straight in. And to be fair, I thought there were a few positives today, and I think Jack Sampson was one of them. I thought he linked up play really well. He won the majority of his headers, and I think when the lads get a good understanding about what he's about, 2 or 3 of them know already. You can see Blakey using him, the diag, the hold up, players running off him. I think he'll be a real strength for us. He had a couple of half chances maybe to score from in the air, but as I say, that's a real positive for us. I think there was a couple of others. Strength of character comes against adversity, and I think when you're 3-0 down, you see the character in the team. They didn't stop, didn't give in. There was no lack of heart, lack of desire to try and get in the game. It was just a day where we've had a few really poor performances, but you look at Scotty in the second half. I thought he was excellent, especially in the last 20 minutes when it didn't look like we were going to get into it. Still on the front foot, still trying to attack, still throwing bodies on the line, and still trying to get forward. So 2 or 3 really positives from today, but the scoreline wasn't one of them.
So obviously we can leave February behind now, and not a particularly great month in terms of points on the board, but a big month coming up in March, starting with obviously a big game at Chester next week.
Yeah, and I think if you look at the season as a whole, we've had a really strong season so far. The number of points that we've collected, the position where we're at in a playoff position, with the injuries that we've had in a relatively small squad, although we've been able to bring in Sampo recently, we're in quite a strong position. So we've got around about a third of the season left. It's now about us just kicking on, trying to push on to pick up 2 points per game, and if we do, we'll be in the playoffs, and if we don't, we'll start to drift off. We'll be 8th, 9th, looking for a little bit of luck. At the moment, everything's still in our hands, and there's probably 6 or 7 teams just vying for those probably four spots, because I think the top 1 or 2 are running away a little bit. So, but it's a disappointing day today. We've come here expecting or hoping. We always expect to win. We're always trying to pick up 3 points. We always want to go and cause teams problems. We did that in the first half, but I think collectively, when you look at and just push the result to the side for a minute, we've had some strong performances this season, and we've got a lot to look forward to, a lot of home games to look forward to. We need the crowd on our side. We're always against the odds, always against a little bit of adversity. The pressure's on other teams. The pressure's not usually on us, because the expectation from the league and where other clubs are, the pressure's on them. But I'm confident with what we've got. The lads have just said it in there. Now we just need to knuckle down. We need to get back to keeping clean sheets. And we start with that next Saturday, and I'm really confident that we can pick up points at home, we can pick up points on the road, we can pick up enough points to be able to push ourselves into a strong playoff position.